remember the love that you gave me, now that I'm standing on my own. I remember the way you changed me, now that I'm standing on my own. I remember the strength that you gave me, now that I'm standing on my own. Before you are your two children. We all know that into one family that you stand many individuals. Regardless of great You've been given a great gift. You've been given a great gift. It is an enormous gift. Giving your entire being, heart, soul, everything. And as all the people out here who are married would tell you, it doesn't always go easy, does it? There'll be ups and downs. Always be prepared. I want to tell you one little story that maybe you'll remember for many years to come, rather than what I have. And it comes from Buddhist tradition. It's a story about three cousins, Lisu, Moatsu, and Chungsu. The three of them are out hiking through the woods one day, and they're having a great time, and finally it gets a little bit dark, and they're beginning to think to themselves, well, maybe we better just rest for a minute and start on our way back again. So they sit down near a river that's passing by. They have to cross over, and they chat for a while and, get refreshed. And at that point, they decide, well, all right, it's time to go. So Chungsu stands up and he walks over to the edge of the water and pauses for a moment, and then he takes off across the water. In the meantime, the youngest of the cousins, Watsu, turns in amazement and says to himself, he never touched the water. And Lisu stands up and he walks over to the edge of the water, pauses for a moment, takes off across the water. Never touched it. By this time, Watsu was totally confounded. He said, I can't do that. I can't do that. He doesn't know what he's going to do. So he's just panting away there. And finally, he gets over and he kneels down next to the river. And he meditates as hard as he can, figuring he'll build enough strength to be able to do this. Finally, he gets up and he gets to the edge, takes a deep breath, takes off across the water. No sooner does he take off across the water, down he goes into the water. On the other side of the river, Lisu turns to Chungsu and says to him, do you think we ought to tell him where the stepping stones are?